This is 1964 the Lincoln cent struck on a silver dime planchet, graded in mint state 65 by PCGS, well centered in strike virtually. The entire Lincoln design is evident despite the slight size differential between the cent dies and dime planchet. Only at the borders do we note a touch of softness, but even there at least partial detail is evident to the design elements. Satiny and smooth, with dusting of pale gold to otherwise light silver-gray surfaces. This rare wrong planchet error hails from a chaotic period of coinage operations that the United States Mint for the following year would see the introduction of a copper nickel to regular issue dime and quarter series. It was sold for $1,920. This is 1990 No-S Lincoln cent in PR69 red deep cameo condition, essentially flawless and fiery red. This key Lincoln memorial cent is meticulously struck superb gem. Mirrored fields are so deep they appear black under the direct light surrounding frosted orange-red devices. The stippled field texture seen on this set is characteristic of the No-S proofs. This interesting and rare modern proof variety projects to have a surviving population of fewer than 200 coins, making it a must-have rarity for serious Lincoln cent collector. It ended up selling for $19,975. And this is 1948 the Franklin half dollar in MS66 plus condition. Comes with CAC label on the holder for exquisite quality. NGC assigned full bell lines designation. The full bell lines designation is used for Franklin half dollars to describe a coin that has complete and uninterrupted lines on the reverse. The bell lines are horizontal lines. On the Liberty Bell, a coin with full bell lines is considered to be a fully struck coin and is therefore more desirable to collectors. Here is 1956 Roosevelt Dime in mint state 68 with full bands. The obverse has an extraordinary display of blue, green, violet, and gold toning. The reverse is essentially all brilliant, with only faint powder blue toning at the border. It was sold for $5,520. This is 1969 S Lincoln cent with double die obverse, graded as MS63 brown by NGC. The doubling is plainly visible on the date, Liberty, and in God We Trust. PCGS estimates that only about 30 examples of this variety are known, and it is ranked second in Schechter and Garrett's 100 Greatest US Modern Coins. Third edition, surpassed in importance only by 1975 No-S Proof Dime. They write, it is definitely the most valuable Lincoln cent variety and among the most rare. Discovered in 1970, the variety was initially declared a counterfeit by US Secret Service. However, the service later reversed its position when it was confirmed that the variety was a genuine mint error. In the decades since, the double die popularity has ballooned among collectors, compounded by the fact that few additional examples have ever been discovered. This rare specimen was sold for $37,200. This is attractively toned 1964 D Roosevelt Dime in MS67 condition with full bands. The process of toning is caused by a variety of factors, including exposure to air, moisture, and chemicals. It is a natural process that takes time and it's not always consistent. This means that the natural tone coins are scarce, especially in superb gem grades, and they are therefore more valuable than the coins that have been artificially toned. Dominant charcoal copper obverse toning yields to the splashes of more vivid gold, blue, and pink iridescence towards the lower right border, untoned on the reverse with smooth surfaces and billowy mint frost throughout. It was sold for $920. Here is 1942 Jefferson nickel struck on a silver alloy, graded as good 6 by PCGS, extremely rare transitional error. 1943 dated cents struck on a copper planchets bring spectacular prices, but similar wartime wrong alloy transitional errors on Jefferson nickels are significantly rarer. The present lot is struck sans mint mark type 1 dies, yet is struck in the silver alloy composition associated with the type 2 design bearing the large P mint mark above Monticello. This error coin ended up selling for $9,987.50. And here is elusive proof nickel, 1951 5-cent piece in PR67 condition with ultra cameo and star designations. The 1951 Jefferson nickel proofs had a mintage of only 57,000 coins, which is relatively low for a Jefferson nickel. The ultra cameo designation means that the coin has a particularly strong contrast between the frosted foreground and the mirrored background. as a result of its rarity and conditions. The 1951 Jefferson nickel PR67 is highly sought after coin by collectors. Price for these coins can range from several $100s to several $1,000 depending on exact grade and condition. This one was sold for $1,680. Here is 1971 the Eisenhower dollar in mint state 67+. The clad Eisenhower dollar issues as a whole are conditioned rarities in top grades as they were produced at high speed with no concern for quality. Unlike the collector pieces issued each year in San Francisco, the 1971 Philadelphia and Denver dollars were likely saved in higher quantities than their later years. This amazing superb gem is a stunner with pristine and highly lustrous surfaces that display brilliant gold, lavender blue, maize and rose toning. It was sold for $10,200. Here is 1971 Lincoln cent with double die of worth, graded in mint state 66 read by PCGS. Moderate die doubling is seen on all of worst letterings. On this guidebook variety, magnification is usually needed to spot the doubling. The doubling is strongest on the word liberty and in the word in God we trust. The carbon-free surfaces show well-struck design elements and satiny copper red luster. The variety is rarely seen this fine. It was sold for $5,640. This is 1969 the Kennedy Elf dollar in MS67+ condition. Those building a color set of Kennedy Elves can add a capstone to the collection with this plus graded 1969D, which is imbued with fiery rainbow colors on both sides. Struck with silver content, the 1969D is important as a final Kennedy Elf issue, earmarked for commercial circulation with that alloy. It is also one of the rarest dates in the series, in MS67 or finer condition. It was sold for $6,600. And this is amazingly rare proof 1975 No-S Roosevelt Dime, auctioned within a proof set comprised of bicentennial Kennedy Elf, bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, bicentennial Washington quarter, 1975 S Jefferson nickel, 1975 Lincoln cent. According to Rongas, only two examples of 1975 No-S Dime are known. The first coin was discovered in 1975 proof set in 1977. The extreme rarity of 1975 No-S Proof Dime can be explained in two ways. The error was discovered at the mint in a time to stop press, but not before a small quantity of sets had already gone out the door. The coins were deliberately made. This explanation is not as far-fetched as it may seem, because other remarkable proof errors emerged from San Francisco Mint during the early 1970s. This lot fetched the sum of $349,600. Stay tuned for more exciting content and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to unlock more valuable insights.